It's a very great pleasure for me to introduce this record because, well, I think it's marvellous, and I hope you'll think so too. It's been made on behalf of the STARS Organisation for Spastics, of which I'm chairman, by my friends in show business. Now, I would like to thank all the artists for giving their services for absolutely nothing, and to Contour Records for making it all possible. Now, your support in buying this record will help us to give many handicapped children a holiday at our Bexhill Hotel and to continue our work for adult spastics in Colchester and South London. I hope you have as much fun listening to this record as I did.
Hello, and to the show. Welcome.
Hundreds of years ago, in a far-off land, there lived a pretty young girl called Ella. She had a very happy childhood until that fateful day when her father married again. Being a rich merchant, he was often away for long periods, and during this time, Ella's wicked old stepmother and her two incredibly ugly stepsisters, Erica and Ernestine, made her life unbearable. She was virtually their slave, doing all the housework, scrubbing, chopping wood, and they even made her sleep in the attic, which was so cold and draughty that every night she used to creep downstairs and curl up by the cinders of the fire to keep warm. And because of this, Erica and Ernestine immediately christened her Cinderella, and never ceased to be cruel to her.
Cinderella! Cinderella! Never here when she's wanted. I don't think we're giving her enough to do. We can't be. Have you noticed that she never complains these days? 14 hours work yesterday and not a murmur.
Takes the edge off it a bit, doesn't it?
I don't know what's got into her, I'm sure. Where is she? I've got 4 sonnets and a scroll to write this morning, and I need her to sharpen my quill.
Well, that could bring the tears to your eyes.
Mind you, I know what it is. It's jealousy, inverted jealousy.
Of course it is.
She's so jealous of our looks, talent, fine clothes, and social graces that she tries to pretend they don't exist.
That's very true, Ern.
I wish you wouldn't call me that.
What?
Ern. It's so very common. Ernestine is the name. It's far more refined.
I'm sorry.
And refinement is what all the men seek these days. That's why they're all chasing me.
Chasing you?
Yes.
Cheeky, get off.
Yes.
When was the last time you had a date then? I'll tell you when it was. It was that spotty little cobbler's son from the next village. And he met you at a mass ball.
Anyway, I shall be solving my problems tomorrow at the palace ball, when I shall win some beguiling man's heart.
Oh, you're not going to ruffle yourself again, are you? Or have you got someone in mind?
The prince, of course.
Oh.
I shall have him at my mercy with just one magnetic smile and a casual wave of my fan.
The prince? The
Yes.
He wouldn't look at you. Not with those legs.
He will fall for my girlish charms. He will woo me.
Dearie me.
And then he will propose. And when he becomes king, I shall be his queen.
You're not doing a bad job now.
Sisters?
Have you done the washing?
And the ironing.
And cleaned the grate?
Made the beds.
Prepared supper?
Cleaned the windows.
And relayed the fire?
Why, of course, sisters. Everything has been done as you asked.
Very well. Now you can prepare our gowns for the royal ball at the palace tomorrow.
A ball?
They always have one on the last Friday of the week.
A ball? Oh, how I'd love to go to a real ball. All those beautiful clothes, the music, the dancing. Oh, it must be wonderful.
Don't be stupid. This is for lords and ladies of style, not scruffy little kitchen maids.
That's true, Anne. Sorry, Ernestine. Stein. No, you don't have to hit me.
So poor Cinderella had to prepare everything that night and the next morning for her cruel sisters to go to the ball. But she set about it with a willing heart, and thanks to her efforts, her sisters didn't seem quite as ugly as normal, just sort of semi-ugly. Even the wicked old stepmother was impressed.
Here, girls, you do look lovely. Ernestine, I do love your hair.
It's a wig. It's a wig.
Shut up. You don't have to tell everyone.
Get off. It's a dead giveaway anyway. It arrived this morning all the way from Axminster. On its own.
And what about yours then?
What about mine then?
It's just as well they can't see what you look like, isn't it? You'd think they were watching Mother Goose.
At least you can't see the join on mine.
Cinderella, back in the kitchen and get on with your scrubbing. Now calm down, girls, and have a good time. Bye-bye, darlings. Oh, don't they look pretty?
Pretty? You must be joking.
Seeing her ugly sisters going off to the ball was just too much for poor Cinders. Once out of her stepmother's sight, she curled up on the floor in the kitchen and started to cry.
How I'd love to go to the ball. I don't mind them going, but I wish that just once I could go along with them. Oh, well, what's the point in dreaming?
Prompt! A fairy godmother! Oh, where's the fairy godmother? Oh, well, you'll have to do it then.
Who are you then?
I'm the godfather. Fairy godfather. Mother's tied up for a moment. She's busy changing a frog back into a prince. The frog jumped into the pond, and now she's trying to kiss 100 of the things back into life again.
Oh, fairy godfather, I want to go to the ball so much. Please, please help me to go.
Ball? Dear, oh dear, let me think. I've pulled a few tricks in my time, and tinkered with a few parties.
I say, that was jolly good. The life on the ocean wave.
Oh dear, who let him in? Do you know, I think I prefer Margaret Thatcher.
In the book, a fairy godmother waves a magic wand and sends me to the ball in a beautiful coach, drawn by 6 of the most beautiful white horses. Oh, dear.
I think that's beyond even my powers. Look, Cinders, and I think I said this at the Brighton conference. In fact, I'm sure I did. I was the only one listening at the time. You'd better wait for your fairy godmother.
Why, here she comes now.
Oh dear. Sorry I'm late. I found the prince after 84 attempts. You don't want a frog trick, do you, love? 'Cause I'm definitely off them.
Oh, fairy godmother, I just want to go to the ball and wear those wonderful clothes.
Hang on. I think I remember this one. No, don't tell me. Mice and pumpkin, right? Yes, that's it. Now let me think. That's it. Pumpkin into a coach, mice into horses. Something about midnight. Oh, well, anything for a laugh.
Taking directions from the fairy godmother, Cinderella picked up the largest pumpkin she could find and the 6 white mice she had fed in the attic.
Funny how they always have a pumpkin convenient, isn't it? Dead handy, that.
George, there are times when I'm sorry I haven't got one handy.
She put them on the ground and the fairy godmother consulted her magic book.
Well, 6,000 spells. You can't expect me to remember the lot, can you? Here we are. Right. Stand back.
Good one, Liz. I mean, if it changed into a cucumber, it would still be a good trick, wouldn't it? I mean, wouldn't it, really? Just like that.
Fairies, gremlin, magic folk, do my bidding at a stroke. This pumpkin change, these mice enthrall. Poetic, isn't it? Send Cinderella to the ball.
I say that's jolly good too.
Didn't she do well?
I say, would you mind telling me just how you did that? It would really impress the house.
I'm not telling you everything, Petal. You'll be nationalising fairies next.
Oh, what a gay day that would be.
And shut that door. A heck of a draft in here. And I'm not wearing a vest.
The gleaming coach was ready, and the 6 white horses were in position. With another wave of the wand, Cinderella's rags were transformed into the most beautiful ball gown ever seen. She climbed into the coach as though in a dream. But the fairy godmother had one final word of warning.
Sorry about this, love, but I have to finish off the spell. Union rules. At the sound of midnight bells, each stroke for you disaster spells. Be warned, dear Cinders, mark it well. The chimes will break the magic spell.
I say, it's a bit like beating the clock, isn't it? All right, my love?
Oh, thanks. I won't forget. Ta-ra now. And if I can ever do the same for you.
The ball was in full swing when Cinderella arrived, looking absolutely stunning. Heads turned and everyone wanted to know who the beautiful lady was. Surely she was a princess at least. But nobody knew, and certainly nobody recognized her, not even her stepsisters.
Who's the bird? Who's the bird?
Who's the bird?
I've just said that. Who's the bird?
Remember where you are. You can't say, who's the bird?
Oh.
Of whom do you speak?
The tasty one over there.
I don't know. But the prince certainly won't let his head be turned by that little hussy for long. Not while I'm here.
It's not his head I'm worried about. Look, he's seen her. You're getting all jealous, aren't you? I can always tell. Your wig starts to slip when you get all jealous and you get upset. Here. You've got 2 joins up there. I didn't notice that before. Did you realise that? You've got 2. You can't help it. It's a gift. You've got 2 joins up there.
Sure enough, the prince had spotted the beautiful stranger and immediately requested the pleasure of her company.
You dancing?
You asking?
I'm asking.
I'm dancing.
Heads turned as she danced with the prince, and everyone agreed that Cinderella was the most beautiful lady they'd ever seen. Even one little page boy couldn't contain his admiration for her.
Hello, darling.
Not wishing to let the beautiful Cinderella out of his sight, the prince seized his opportunity to guide her from the floor to the balcony where he summoned his minstrel.
Where's my fool? Come, young Bert. You may serenade us with your 6-stringed electric lute.
fine musician to serenade us.
Only on special occasions such as this.
What does he do the rest of the time?
He's retained to sell programs at Silver Jubilees. The money's not much, but the hours are great.
Oh, this is a dream come true for me. Standing here with a real-life prince. Mummy'll never believe it.
You are the most beautiful girl I've ever met. Tell me, where do you come from?
Alas, I cannot, for I am sworn to secrecy.
You must live within the kingdom, and from the style of your clothes and jewellery, you are, perchance, the daughter of a nobleman?
Hold a while, good prince, for things are not always as they seem.
Such beauty, such delicate porcelain beauty, crowned with soft curls, providing a frame for limpid eyes and delicately moulded lips. Total perfection.
What's he on about, Mildred? He sounds like one of those commercials on the telly.
Oh, shut up, George. Why don't you say things like that to me instead of playing with your budgie?
The prince, of course, was completely captivated by Cinderella, and when they returned to the ballroom, he kept her dancing all evening, and the time slipped by so quickly that Cinderella didn't notice that midnight was fast approaching.
Oh gosh, it can't be. I must be off.
Dear heart, you can't leave me like this. Come back. Come back. Come back.
And to everybody's astonishment, she ran out of the ballroom, leaving the prince standing on his own in the middle of the floor. She rushed home as quickly as she could in her rags, because don't forget the magic had worn off now, and curled up by the fire next to her friends, the 6 white mice, who had served so well by pulling the coach.
Mice. Why is it always mice? Why can't they write a pantomime for a fox or something? These nasty, squeaky little things. Cheek.
Exhausted but happy, she fell asleep, dreaming of the most wonderful day of her life.
Did it really happen to me? Thank you, my pretty little mice, for being such wonderful horses. I've always loved you. You've been my very best friends ever since you moved in here. But I didn't realise what super talented little things you were until today. From now on, mice are going to be my very favourite people, even better than all the other living things that I love. I'll even throw a special cheese party for you for being so wonderful to me. Oh dear, I wish I could invite the prince as well. Probably doesn't like cheese anyway.
The next day, the prince called all his servants and aides together in a determined effort to find the beautiful princess who had so mysteriously disappeared from the ball. The hunt was to be led by Prince Charming's own private detective.
All right, Slowjack. I want you to leave no stone unturned in the bid to find her.
Okay, Prince. I think we got a lead already. Just look at these clues that we left. 1 wig, 17 bottles, half a meringue, rolled up copy of Pinot, set of false teeth, and a glass slipper. That's beautiful, baby.
The slipper! Let me see it. That's it! How could I ever forget? Find the owner of the glass slipper, and you have found my princess.
Sure thing, Prince.
And Slowjack,
Yeah, little Prince.
take that thing out of your mouth.
Slowjack do this, Slowjack do that, Slowjack stop chewing. Jeez, I hope I get that TV series soon, baby.
So, armed with a notebook, an identikit picture of a foot, and a cardboard cutout of a glass slipper, Slowjack was on his way. News that the prince would marry the owner of the crystal slipper spread like wildfire.
Read all about it, you know, get your headlines here, but don't know, time, if you want to tell me number of 4 by 8, time, you know, by time, reading as follows, thus, Prince seeks shoe-shy girl, 1 shoe, 2, wait, 1 minute, 1 shoe, 2 wait, oh no, whoa, read all about it, Prince seeks shoe-shy girl, 1 shoe, 2 few clue, go, got it.
The inscrutable Slowjack embarked on his mission to find the owner of the slipper and systematically began to track down and interview every lady in the kingdom.
Pardon me, ma'am. Did you lose anything at the ball last night? Homed in on a dame called Widow Twanky running illicit traffic in oil lamps, keeping genies without a license. Turned out to be a renegade from Aladdin, slipped into wrong panto by typing error.
Slowjack continued his search until there was just one dark, sinister house left. By this time, of course, the prince had just about given up hope of finding the owner of the slipper, especially when the door was opened by the evil stepmother.
Hello? Oh, it's the prince. Oh, your majesty, your honor, my lord. Oh, oh, I expect you're after my daughters.
Sure thing, ma'am.
Now then, this is Erica, and this is Ernestine. Aren't they pretty? All right, Ernestine, you can take your foot out of the vice now, love. It won't get any smaller. And Erica, putting your feet in water won't shrink them. Right, Ernestine, you try on the slipper.
There, perfect. Aren't the other 4 toes meant to be in it as well? It fits perfectly. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does.
Okay, sister, your turn.
What? This delicately molded set of piggies in there? No trouble. The envy of Dame Margot, these are. Ooh, 9. Ooh, good. Oh, what's the time? Oh, nearly there.
Wrong foot, dum-dum.
Oh, there. You see? Oh, got me throat. Like a glove they fit. No chance. It's like trying to put the QE2 into the Serpentine. Shut up! It's only because they're swollen after dancing with him all night. Rubbish. Isn't that right, Princey? It was small and delicate before, weren't they, Mother?
Is that everyone?
Of course, that's all. We don't take in lodgers, you know.
But, as we all know, that was not all, was it? In fact, the trusty Slowjack had already heard rumors that a poor servant girl lived in the house with them. The prince immediately summoned her down.
Oh, the kitchen maid? Well, surely you don't want her, do you?
Bring her down, lady. 5 will get you 10. You can guess what's going to happen now.
Your Highness!
Can this be true? Could it be?
I hope so, Prince. It's the last chick in town. Here's the shoe, lady.
It fits!
It fits!
It fits!
It fits! It fits!
Methinks the cunning wench has robbed me of me husband.
You'll have to sharpen your own quills now, Ern. God, sorry, Ernestine. I mean, near mine,
My princess.
My prince.
My gold.
When Slowjack plays a hunch, Slowjack plays a hunch. Who loves you, baby?
Well, he does, apparently.
You're beautiful.
And, as in all good fairy stories, they all lived happily ever after.
I never heard such a load of old codswallop in all my life. That is typical of you, isn't it? You like to spoil things, don't you? I thought it was rather beautiful, you dirty, horrible little man.
You remember that spotty cobbler's son?
What about him?
Have you still got his phone number?